Hello and happy Sunday. This is Kelly with IfYouHaveAnEgg.com, and today is Sunday, September the 8th. It's September already. I hope y'all are having a great week, and those of you who are out in California in the, I don't know what to call what's going on out there, but I hope you guys are safe. And this is called, the hair today is called helped Casey with a market all day, with a pop-up market. It wasn't really a pop-up market, it was a planned market. But I have to admit, it was a great day. We had a great time, and I decided to go ahead and have a chat. I have been fine until about the last 45 minutes, and all of a sudden, I'm very tired. So if I am, if I'm a little bit, I don't know, a little bit off my game, y'all are going to have to suck me back in. But hello, Marlene. Hello, Lynn. And Marlene is calling, and Marlene is saying hello from Florida. I told y'all. All of a sudden, oh my goodness, and what is going on with my hair? Anyway, all of a sudden, I'm tired after working at that market with Casey all day. But hello and happy Sunday, everybody. Dude, y'all need to slow down. Y'all need to take it down a notch. Hello, Sarah from Raleigh, Massachusetts. And hello, Elaine. It's good to see you. This September, everybody. Hello, Hattie. We're like already into the first week in September. I know young people think we're crazy when we say that time flies, but it literally flies by. But this is Sunday, September the 8th. If you were watching this later on YouTube, that's just youtube.com. Search If You Have an Egg. Say hello. Say hello like Sherry just did. Sherry from Cape Coral, Florida. It is so good to see you. But yeah, say hello. I would love to see you. And hello, Orlando. Debbie, how's everything going down there? I've got some friends headed down that way here in about a week. Sadly, they will not be coming to see you, but anyway, they are headed down to Orlando here in about a week. Hello, Elaine. Good to see you. And hello, Trish. Okay, so Trish, I cannot remember what part of California you live in, but are you anywhere near all that madness that is going on, like where Julie lives? Speaking of Julie, and hello, Sandra from Demon's Ferry. Speaking of Julie, today is the first day of yet another challenge. We'll get to that in just a second. Hello, Cheryl. I haven't seen you in a minute. Good to see you. And hello, Kim. Same to you. Yeah, so already lost my train of thought. For those of you all who are just popping in, I helped Casey with a market today, and I was fine until about 45 minutes ago, and all of a sudden I am so tired, like I could go lay down right now and just sleep. So if y'all wanted to watch me take a nap, I could totally pull that off today. But I hope y'all are having a great week. Please let us welcome you. If you are brand new, we would love to say hi and hello because we love new people. Love to talk to you over on YouTube. Again, that's just youtube.com. Search If You Have an Egg. Aloha, Kathy. Good to see you. We're going to be testing out something in the second half that somebody sent me, so you'll want to stay tuned for that. If you're brand new, this is a 1 hour long chat, and the first half is whatever the Weight Watchers topic was for the prior week, and then the second half is something fun. Hopefully the second half, because I've not tried this yet, hopefully the second half is going to be something fun. Oh, and Casey is sneaking in for just a minute to say hello. And you are very welcome. Casey, I was just telling everybody that I was totally fine, been totally fine. I could lay down and take a nap right now. I don't know why in the last 45 minutes, maybe it's because I was sitting still typing, but in this last 45 minutes, my energy has gone. But anyway, okay, so today is Sunday, September the 8th. I have a little bit of news for you all. I might not make this an entire hour long just because all of a sudden I am really, really tired from working the market, and I don't know why. But it was a gorgeous day. I hope you all are having good weather. Casey and I had fantastic weather. If the wind could have died down just a little bit, just a smidge, it would have been fantastic. The temperature was great. The little bit of sunshine that we had was great. Hello, Carol Lou. The wind was a tiny bit obnoxious. It wasn't too bad, but we had to chase some Mothmen and some other things around her booth for a little bit today. Maybe that's what I'm tired from. Maybe I'm tired from chasing crochet plushies when the wind would knock them off. But first little bit of news is that today is the start of the Build a Meal. Oh wait, hold on a second. Yeah, Casey said it would have been perfect laying in a hammock weather. Perfect. It would have been absolutely fantastic laying in a hammock weather. Would have been great for that. So for those of you all who are in the sweltering heat, it was not hot here today at all. Okay, so today is the start of the Build a Meal focused on 0 point foods. Julie had a lot of questions last week about how to build a meal around a 0 point food. And we had somebody over in, I think it was Gwen's group. I think Julie decided that it was over in Gwen's group that someone said, oh my goodness, I still have one more meal today, one more planned meal today. and I'm completely out of points. Hello, Barbara. And so they were asking people for ideas. Hello, Rosie. So they were asking people for ideas of, what to do. They had one meal left for the day, had no points left. So Julie decided to make this week the build a meal focused on 0-point foods. So how to kind of build a meal around those 0-point foods. That challenge is over in the If You Have an Egg Facebook group. If you're not already a member of our group, one of these lovely ladies will share the link for that. Please do answer the 3 questions though, so I know that you are an actual human and I can let you in. Okay. So that's over the If You Have an Egg group. And as always, that is hosted by Julie. Thank you very much, Julie, for doing that. We do appreciate it. I've had a second little bit of notes for tonight, or a little bit of news for tonight, or it's not so much news, it's a question. I've had 3 different people in the past week in 3 different settings. So it was 3 completely different, unrelated people in 3 completely different settings. One of them was at work, one of them was at dinner, and one of them was just a casual conversation with 3 different people. They've either mentioned it, served me something with it, or have given me a recipe using hot honey. And Debbie, please help me remember to scroll back down to that. And hello, Mary from Pittsburgh. So, it makes sense. Hot honey. It makes sense. Hot meets sweet, like East meets West. Who doesn't love the idea of that? But in the little bit of research that I did, it looks like the points can vary wildly from 2 points for a tablespoon, which isn't bad, because I'd spend 2 points on a tablespoon for a lot of different kinds of dressings. And one of the things that we ate and made with the hot honey would have been totally worth adding 2 points. But another one I found was 5 points. Ooh. 5 points for 1 tablespoon of something. Anybody have a recommendation? So before I go on the hunt, thank you, Debbie, for sharing the link to our Facebook group. So before I go on the hunt for this hot honey, does anybody have any recommendations? I don't want to spend a lot of money on something that I'm not going to like, and I really don't think I want to get one that is 5 points for a tablespoon. We did try a restaurant prepared Brussels sprout that was drizzled in the hot honey as kind of that last preparation. Oh my gosh, so good, so good. So I'm hoping that somebody out there knows of a hot honey that they've already taste tested, that it's approved, that they love it, and that it's on the lower end, on the 2 points for a tablespoon spectrum instead of 5 points. Because the one that Lily here at work recommended and the one that I found that she recommended at Aldi, it's 5 points for a tablespoon. Okay, so that was just a question in our news and reviews for September 2024. Then I'm just going to say an unnamed contributor. Hello, Mary from New Albany, Indiana. And by the way, if people are new, I don't think I said this a few minutes ago. If you're brand new, though, let us know. So if you're brand new to the chats, let us know. Or if it's the first time you've spoken up, let us know, because we would love to welcome you. So last little bit of news, an unnamed contributor sent me a cute little veggie chopping set, and we will be testing it out in the second half of the chat. Casey will put that link in the chat notes, which will be on IfYouHaveAnEgg.com. After you all see it, if anybody wants the link to that, I can come back and post it here in the chat. So just let me know, as we get to that point. Okay, so that's just a little bit of news, and we're going to have a review in the second half for this first completed week of September. I wanted to go back and see what Debbie said. Let's see. Debbie said she made 7-point jalapeno poppers in the air fryer today. 3 whole ones or 6 half. That sounds super good. So how did you make those? You must share. And hello, Marianne. Good to see you. Okay, first thing I need to know with everybody is give me a thumbs up if you attended an in-person workshop this past week. So y'all know how to do that. You just go down here into that comment slide and you can hit a thumbs up for attending in-person workshops or for attending Zoom workshops. Thumbs ups for those. Let me see if I can get my little thumbs up. There we go, bubble to work. Or if you were here with us live during the chat, hello Vicky, last week, give me some hearts. So let's see some hearts for that. Last week was Labor Day. How did everybody do with that? So hearts for that. We had a really good day with the girls. Last Monday for Labor Day, we took them on a little road trip, and The lunch we had wasn't exactly what we wanted, but it's okay because we planned around it. So good. I can see lots of thumbs ups and hearts, and yes, Anne and Melissa, I did in fact see you all last week. So bravo stickers to everyone who attended an in-person workshop, did a Zoom workshop, or was here with us live last week. So again, bravo stickers for all of that. Okay, this week is chat number 380, and it's titled something that the computer or the printer decided not to print. Last week though was chat number 379, and so last week we were chatting about mini wins, and I confessed to you all that I used an AI bot, which I was extremely nervous about doing. Still not sure how I feel about that, but I used an AI bot to answer the question, what is a superhero? And AI said, a superhero is a character with extraordinary powers that performs heroic actions, unlike police, firefighters, or doctors, all of whom are heroes in their own right. Superheroes are defined by their unique capability, so something that's unique to them, such as flight, strength, speed, invincibility. So last week we were talking about mini wins and how to identify a mini win, something small that's happened like the weather being perfect for a playing in the creek. That's a mini win. Making it to the grocery store, that's a mini win. Just keeping your children alive, sometimes that's a mini win. We were talking about what counts as a mini win. It's your win, so you get to decide. And then when we were talking about superheroes, hello Catherine from Lowell, North Carolina. We were talking about superheroes though. Remember, they were defined by their capabilities, unique capabilities such as flight, strength, speed, invincibility, whatever it is. Oh, Debbie, I asked for the recipe for that. Sorry, yeah, I asked for the recipe for the jalapeno poppers that you made. But your homework was to calling all superheroes, hashtag calling all superheroes. All of y'all had a mini win this week. So whether you realize it or not, you all had a mini win. You did something that was uniquely special to you. You planned a menu. You made food. Again, you kept your children alive. You had something that was a mini win. So let's see how you did with your homework. First one, Deanna, who has had to miss the last couple of weeks, she's had to make some changes in what she's doing for her and her husband's their health plan, what they're going to do going forward. And her doctor is asking her to double track. So she can still track under her Weight Watchers points, but he's asking her to double track some of the other things that he needs to see in order to keep them on the right track for their health. So Deanna's superpower, thank goodness, Deanna's superpower is planning meals, but also planning meals that are budget friendly. So she posted a meal over in the If You Have an Egg group. It was $10.07 for the whole thing, and it worked out to $1.68 a serving. Is that crazy? You can't get anything for $1.68. I mean, nothing. You can't even get a Lunchable for $1.68. That is an awesome superpower, Deanna, and it looked delicious too. We all already knew this, but Lynn's superpower, she is the ultimate, she's a superhero. She is a superhero. She has a superpower. She is the ultimate positive person for those that are in need. And sometimes those people don't even realize that they need it. They don't even realize that they need a good word today or to get their day kicked off with something positive and something pretty. And she usually posts something that's really pretty, like butterflies or hearts or some kind of flower. So Lynn is the ultimate positive person, and she has a positive word, a sweet meme. She is a superhero, if you ask me. Hello, Sherry. It's good to see you. And then Gwen, who is our fearless leader here in Knoxville on Tuesday nights and a couple of other days, couple of other meetings, her superpower, she knows, confuses me. It confuses me greatly. And a lot of y'all have this same superpower, but you know what? It is uniquely yours. So this doesn't have to be my superpower, but Gwen can eat. Her superpower is she can eat the same things over and over and over and over again without getting bored, okay? Makes it super easy for meal prep, and it makes it even easier for tracking because she already knows what she's gonna have. And many days she eats the same breakfast, lunch, breakfast, lunch, breakfast, lunch. She is a creature of habit. It works for me, works for her, doesn't work for me, but it works for her. But that is her superpower. That's what makes her a superhero. So bravo to everyone who got their homework done. So bravo stickers. Yes. Also, Trish said, I look forward to opening up her Facebook greeting. That is so, to Lynn's Facebook greeting. See, you know it. Speaking of Gwen though, so I was talking about Lynn. So Trish said she looks forward to opening up Lynn's, her posts every day on Facebook because they are so uplifting. And hello, Marianne. From Sneed's Ferry. Hello. Yeah, so Gwen, though, has a Zoom chat. It's just a Zoom chat. It is not sponsored by Weight Watchers, even though she is an employee of Weight Watchers. This is she's totally doing this on her own, totally outside of work, not getting paid for it, but it is on Thursday nights. You do not have to log in to Weight Watchers. You do not have to get on to Connect to attend this one. We're just chit-chatting. It's just a group of ladies, and there was a guy. Did have one gentleman there this week. But if you'd like to do that, if you would like to chit chat with us via Zoom on Thursday nights, no strings attached, just let me know or go ahead and leave some comments, and I will post I'll post a link to that, or I'll send you a message with an invite for that. So how much fun? Okay, this week though we are talking about how to get a handle on how to get rid of unhelpful thoughts, how to get a handle on them, how to squelch them down without squelching them down with food, how to do that. So we've been chatting about setbacks and their potential to maybe be a set up for something even better or for what's coming next. But what if the little voices in your head get in the way again? So what if those little voices in your head just keep getting in the way? So here's the thing we need to remember. Thoughts are not facts, okay? They're just thoughts. They're just things that popped into your head. They do not have to be facts. Okay, so let's dig into what that means. First thing is you need to do, when one of those little thoughts pops into your head, you need to face your accuser. So kind of address it, kind of say, hey, what are you accusing me of? So that little voice is usually accusing you of something. And, so what are you accusing me of? Are you accusing me of falling off the wagon? Are you accusing me of failing myself or my family? Are you accusing me of abandoning my why? Face that accuser and say, what the heck are you accusing me of? What are you accusing me of? So that's the first thing you need to do, is to face your accuser. The second thing is you need to tell your accuser, talk to the hand. We did this in a chat. I guess it's been probably about a year ago, where I had you all look at something, see something that was looking you in the face. It was just like right here in your face. And yes, Lynn, it is at 6:30 on Thursday nights. So it looks like several of you all have asked about Gwen's Zoom meeting and when it is and what the link is to it. It is, and Lynn just popped in and said, Lynn, who's ever the encourager, she just popped in and said it's at 6:30, and it is at 6:30 Eastern time. So she is obviously in the same time zone I'm in because she's also in Knoxville, but it's at 6:30 Eastern time on Thursdays. And I promise, enough of you all just commented, I will post that, and I will try, as many of you all as I can, I will try to send you a link invitation to that. Okay, so probably a year ago, we were talking about when something's right here in your face, when, something's just right here in your face and you can't see anything else. You cannot see what else is going on around you because whatever it is right here in your face. So this time, instead of thinking about what it is and then moving it back, moving it back, moving it back, moving it back, and moving it back farther, from yourself, instead, I want you to literally put your hand up, your hand between yourself and it, and the accusation. So whatever it is, put your hand up in between it physically. I know that it's you talking. Okay, so I know that you realize that it's you talking, but it works. So, just saying, hey, hold up. What do you mean? Why are you accusing me of this? And I know it's your voice. It's not a real person out there talking to you. It's just your little voice. But just say, why are you accusing me of this? Hold on, back up. You need to back it up a minute. It is so similar to what we did last time, except that when it was right here in your face and we practiced moving it away and away and away, moving it farther away from ourselves until it was out here and you could see it for what it is. This time we're going to practice blocking it and saying, no, You are accusing me of something that's not true, absolutely not true. No. And so you're going to block yourself. So no matter what that little voice says, no matter what it's dreaming up, no matter when it pops in, if it's during the day, if it's in the moment, if it's at night, if it's waking you up at night, if it's waking you up in the morning, whenever that little voice is popping in, just because it's a thought does not mean that it's a fact, okay? Absolutely does not mean that it's a fact. So here are just a few examples. Here's a thought. So this is a thought that I know pops into many of our heads, okay? So here's a thought. I am a terrible, terrible person. I ate some ice cream that I hadn't planned for. So I had my whole day planned out. I had everything tracked. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, 2 snacks. I had not planned for any ice cream. I didn't, keep any points set aside for any ice cream, but I had ice cream. I am a terrible, terrible person. Notice the hand wringing. So a lot of times when that little voice is fussing at me, I'm a terrible, terrible person, you just get the hand wringing going. So here's a fact. You are not, even if I've never met you in person, fact is you are not a terrible person, okay? You just ate something that you hadn't planned for, and guess what? Guess what? Another fact, you made a plan. So even if you strayed from your plan, the fact that you made a plan makes you an awesome person, not a terrible person, okay? So just because the little voice said you're a terrible person, that thought said you're a terrible person, that does not make it a fact, okay? The fact is you are an awesome person. Thought number 2, nothing ever goes my way. Yeah, and Melissa says you are human. Nothing ever goes my way. Never goes my way. And I hope that stomping's not too loud, but nothing ever goes my way. Ever. Everybody else gets to eat what they want to. It always rains when I try to walk. Something always happens. Somebody always gets in the way. Me. And nothing ever goes my way. Okay, fact, lots of things go your way, okay? Whether you choose to recognize them or not, lots of things go your way. Today, the sun was shining in Knoxville. Today, I made vitamin D with my daughter. My daughter and I made vitamin D while we were working at a show today, or we were working at her market today. The sun was shining. The birds weren't singing, the helicopters were flying, and the train was going by, but it was still a great day. The weather was cooler than it has been in the last 2 weeks. It was 55 degrees when I got up this morning. 55 glorious degrees. We got to wear a little short sleeve t-shirts with a little long sleeve shirt over the top of it. There was a crispness in the air. Everybody was thinking fall. Nobody was walking around going, woo, it is hot today. It is hot today. Nobody was thinking that. We were all basking in that cool air and then also soaking up just enough sunshine to make some vitamin D. Lots of things went our way today. Lots of things went your way today, okay? So the thought was nothing. And you have to do the crossed arms and stomp your foot. Nothing ever goes my way. Fact. Lots of things go your way every single day. Okay, and then the last one, thought, just forget it. I'll never reach my goal. Forget it. Just forget. I will never, ever, ever reach my goal. Never going to happen. It's not ever going to happen. Okay, the fact is, maybe you just got the wrong goal. Or maybe you should kind of I'll try to make a square. Maybe you should reframe your goal. Maybe you could go back and watch one of our chats about setting reachable goals and then go get it, okay? So the fact is not, the little boy said, you'll never reach your goal. You'll never get there. Just forget it. Just throw in the towel. Just whatever. But the fact is, maybe you just need to set a little different goal. Maybe you need to, like I asked Casey today, she has hit a very big goal in her weight loss management. She is not doing Weight Watchers. She is doing Casey. But she has reached a major plateau I don't mean plateau, like a major milestone is what I meant to say. She has reached a major milestone for her, and I asked her today, and she told me what was left. So she's done this. she's got this much left. And I said, what's your next goal? And her next goal is this. That's a manageable goal. If she said my next goal is that, you got to have something in between. So I'll never reach my goal is not a fact. The fact is that she needed to set a little more manageable goal. Okay. So she needed to set a more manageable goal. Okay. That is a fact. You can reach your goal if you set one that's manageable, that's within reach, that's doable for you. So let's see, if we set it as a STAR goal, specific, truly doable, actionable, and relevant to you, you can reach that goal. That is a fact. Okay, your homework for this week is hashtag thoughts are not facts. THOUGHTSARENOTFACTS. That is a lot of letters, but hashtag thoughts are not facts. And Lynn, if you get this one right, bless your heart. So Lynn usually types out what our homework is for the week. Whew, in some weeks I do not make it easy, but hashtag thoughts are not facts. THOUGHTSARENOTFACTS. I think I got all that. So you had an unwelcome thought from that little voice this week. Maybe it was today. I don't know, but I know you did. I did, so I know that you did. So tell us for your homework, tell us what that thought was, what that little voice was, that little thought was, but then tell us one fact that's actually true, something that's actually true relevant to that. So thoughts are not facts. And thank you, Lynn, got that. Let's see. Thoughts are not facts. Boom. Lynn, maybe your superpower is understanding what I'm saying for the hashtags for the homework. Boom, boom, boom. So yeah, awesome. Good job. Bravo. Extra bravo stickers, Lynn, for getting that down. Okay, so let's go ahead and take the break. I know I'm about 3 minutes early for taking our water break that Sandra and Barbara are like, drink your water. They're like, slow down, slow down. Drink your water. Okay, so I'm going to real quick. Might not make it the whole extra 30 minutes. As I discussed in the beginning of tonight's chat, I was doing great, feeling good, making vitamin D with Casey, but we worked a market all day today, and right before I started the chat, wow, that energy level just went wonk. Okay, so everybody go ahead and grab a drink of water. The fact is, water will help you with your energy level, so that's a fact. And this is the only time all week that I know for sure, for a fact, that you all had some water to drink. So everybody go ahead and get your drink of water. And I am going to get suited up for the second part. We were just testing this, so I did not take the time to go grab something to put my hair up with. They were just testing this for me. I'm not feeding this to anybody, so I think we will be good to go. Okay. This is the second half of chat number 380. That means if you are brand new or if you have just joined us recently, you have 379 other chats to go back and watch. Maybe that should be your homework. Just kidding. You can find all of those on YouTube. That's just youtube.com. Search If You Have an Egg. They are all posted on Facebook. It's a little bit easier to find them in kind of chronological order, newest to oldest, though, if you go over to YouTube. And you can just let them run. So if you're doing something like working, you can put in your AirPods, just let the chats run. You could just listen to them. You don't actually have to see them unless you want to see the second half. I'm just saying. Okay, so this is the second half of chat number 380. We did have an anonymous benefactor send something from it wasn't actually something on my Amazon wish list, but they selected this. So whoever you are, thank you. Thank you for this, and we're going to test this live just for you. So whoever this person was, again, sent something similar to something that I had on the Amazon wish list. If you would like to help out with that, I have posted this, the last 3 chats, I think, or Casey has posted it for me, what the Amazon wish list, how to get to the Amazon wish list, and that is just another way that you all can help a little or a lot to get things that we need here in the showroom to be able to do these chats. So you can do like Carol Lou did, and just send gift cards. and we can apply those towards other things. I'm actually saving those up, Carol Lou, so don't fret. I have not forgotten about them. I'm trying to save up for something bigger that I want to test and show you all. Somebody sent books. We've gotten stickers. We've gotten labels for canning things, all kinds of stuff like that. Oh, I did get someone sent a case of quilted, let's see, what is it? Somebody sent a case of quilted like jelly jars. And so here in a couple of weeks, one of my friends and I we're going to go meet with her mom and learn how to make apple butter and can it in the jars. So thank you to that person too. Okay, this one though, this person sent an 8, it is an 8-way, or it's an 8-to-1, I think is what it was called. 8-to-1 vegetable chopper, or 8-in-1, that's what it was, 8-in-1 vegetable chopper. This is the box that it came in. Again, this came from Amazon. So I like to give honest reviews here. My first thoughts on this were that whoever shipped this for Amazon, they literally just put it in a plastic bag. So you can see that the top of the box is a little bit beat up because it was literally just in a plastic bag. Okay, so that's my first. They didn't need to be fancy schmancy. It's weird though, because we got 3 Amazon deliveries that day. 2 of them were for work, things that we had ordered for work, like markers, paint markers for the guys, and I don't know, something else. I forget something else that I had ordered for them. They were like the paint markers. There's this many paint markers. They were in a box this big. So that was a waste in the opposite direction. Anyway, I'm just saying this, yeah, this was just a little, I don't know, I was a little concerned about the box being beat up, but Lily and I went ahead and opened this just to see what this included. We did not try it yet, but Lily and I opened this in the showroom on Saturday just to see what it was. So the details of this are, and Melissa says she has this exact chopper. So this one is an 8-in-1, and I went back and looked on Amazon, and they have 8-in-1, 10-in-1, 12-in-1, and I think one of them was a 15-in-1, but the one that was 15-in-1 looked like the whole thing was like stainless steel. It looked like kind of a heavy duty. So maybe if you're doing a lot of this, maybe look at the stainless steel one. But this one is a 1.2 liter capacity. Don't know if they know this or not. Don't know if this company realizes this or not, but people in the US don't usually talk in liters. Okay, that's another just comment. I happen to know how much a liter is because we used to ship things. We used to sell things that were in liters. It was European, so it was in liters instead of being, it was in metric instead of US. So that's okay. 1.2 liters, and I'll show you what that looks like here in a second. This is dishwasher safe, easy to clean. So Lily and I did soap and water cleanup Saturday again, just so that this would be ready to go for tonight. Interchangeable stainless steel blades. Okay, we'll work on that in a second. Safe to use. Okay, so maybe if you use one of the things, but y'all know, and Deanna's not here so we can talk about it, but y'all know I'm missing this part, like this part of my finger from a mandolin that I had borrowed from a friend. So we'll see about the safe to use, and Lily made me promise not to chop off any appendages tonight since we're trying this live. It is BPA free, non-toxic. It is to slice, cut, chop, and grate vegetables. Lily and I discussed a few other things that it could do, and Lily is an employee here at Casey Kitchen Center, but she loves helping me get stuff ready for If You Have an Egg. So, and I think you all have seen her. She helped me last year. Last year she helped me make 2 things. We made some arugula pesto. No, we made arugula chimichurri, and I feel like something else, but she helped me make salsa this year. She helped me practice with the salsa. Okay, and it says save time and effort. Okay, so let's get this puppy out. This is what came in the box, and it took us just a second to figure out how some of this worked. So this container must be the 1.2 liters. So I think that's funny. I would call it some kind of cups. So I have not checked yet to see how many, I'm going to call it dry cups, not liquid. So I wouldn't measure this in terms of liquid cups, you know, like water, because you're probably not going to put water in this. But it would be interesting to see how many cups of chopped vegetables, depending on the vegetable and depending on which of these cutting tools that we use it with. We are going to cut some tonight. I bought some to do, hold on. So we're going to mark it all day. We'll suck the water right out of you. I bought a bag of Melissa's Baby Dutch yellow potatoes, and I got these at Aldi when I was checking out the Hot Honey. These are just regular Baby Dutch yellow potatoes, but I thought it might be easier to test this out with small potatoes. So like this is like the biggest one. And Sarah, yes, we will definitely post a link for this, but that's the biggest potato. I thought it might be easier to test it with something smaller like this than a giant potato, and I wanted all of this testing to be consistent, so every blade will be tested with a potato, no matter what it's for. This is a colander. I guess you're supposed to leave it in here? I don't know. Lily and I couldn't decide, so I'm going to leave it in here. I'm assuming that maybe you would leave it in here if you need to take out the vegetable and rinse it or whatever it is that you're cutting. So I'm going to leave the little colander in there just to see what happens. And then this is the chopping, crunching, whatever kind of gizmo, and it literally just fits on the top of this. So there was nothing fancy, and you can see that just the way it's shaped, so how it's cut underneath this, it just fits right on top of that and kind of stays there. I kept trying to open this. So if you look at the top of this to me looked like it should pull back. It doesn't. That stays still. So this is the part that I was it looked like it needed to slide back. It doesn't slide back. That stays still while this opens. We did kind of look around a little bit and see if we could figure it out. So it looks like you hold this handle, and then if you're going to chop something, that you do this, that this is the chopping motion. I was trying to use this to like pull it down or whatever, but apparently this is just to hold on to for, you know, some kind of security. And so let's look at a couple of different things that come with it. The first one, because I'm not going to do this, so I'm going to show you this first. Apparently this is an egg separator. I'm sorry, let me interrupt myself and just say my only other complaint about the, well, I don't know, we haven't tried it yet, so I don't know if I have any other complaints, but my only other initial complaint is there are no instructions, like none. So Lily and I looked at a couple of YouTube videos. Sorry, Lily looked at TikTok. There's nothing. There are no instructions in this box. So we literally had to do, we just kind of looked at the pictures that were on here, and she found something similar. It wasn't exactly the same on TikTok. Looked pretty close, so we looked at those. And Debbie says should have a locking device to lock the lid in place. Let me see. Let's see if Debbie is correct. Debbie is maybe right. Okay, sort of right. Hold on, let's take this out and see if this helps. So it does feel like, that something is sliding and locking, but I do not see an actual locking device. So I do not see that. But when I slid it backwards, it did feel like it was on there a little bit more. Okay, so I'm going to put the strainer basket again back in there. I don't know if I need it or not. I have no idea. Melissa says hers doesn't have a strainer. Okay, and Debbie says hers does have a locking device. I don't know, mine doesn't appear to have one, but sliding it backwards, it's holding it on there a little bit better, so maybe that's a good thing. Okay, this first thing we're not going to use tonight, but we did figure out there are two little tabs right here, and they slide into those little tabs. So you slide those in and then just gently push it down, and look, it worked. So it did slide in. This is an egg separator. I have no idea what else you would use this for. You would not use the colander. You would take the colander out. I'm assuming this is to crack an egg, put the egg in there, keep the yolk would stay in. Does that pop right out? Oh, please pop out. Oh, there we go. Whew. I thought this thing's gonna be gone, the first use. So it looks like the yolk would stay in here and the egg white would run out here. So not prepared to check that tonight because you can't do that with the potato, and all I have are potatoes. But is there any other use for this? Can anybody think of any other use for that one? Okay, then this took us a minute. So we really were like, what on earth is this for? Because it just looks like some pokey things, or it looks like, I don't know, it looks like something you would stick Legos on or something. But we did figure out that it goes, and let me see if I can do this again. Oh, nope, that's upside down. Hold on. And again, Lily, oh, it's down this way. Okay, Lily and I didn't really try this. We just looked at it. Okay, so there are those tabs again. I think this needs to be out based on the TikTok videos. There are two little holes right here. So it looks to me like you stick that in the holes. Okay, that worked. And then click that in. So what we thought was that that is to push whatever you're chopping down into whatever. Let's see, that is the lid of mine to push veggies through. Okay, that's what Lily and I assumed that was for. Then it had two, because this is the 8-in-1, not the 10-in-1, not the 12-in-1, and certainly not the 15-in-1. So because this is the 8-in-1, it has 8 little things. So one of the things that it had is a, let me see, I think it might have said on here what size these were, but then again, maybe not. It did not. So this one just looked like a square cutter, a small square cutter, and this one looks like a little bit bigger square cutter. So let's see if it works. Again, we've got the two little tabs sticking out. There are two little slots here, and there's that little indentation right here. That's where we put the top of the egg separator when I put it in there. So we're gonna slide that in there. That popped down very easily. Okay, so wish me the best of luck. Here is a little potato, and if this works like I think it should, okay. Oh, look what it made. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we have some fat French fries. That is super cute. Yeah, and Sarah says, can you slice tomatoes with it as a slice and not chop? Well, I'm not doing a tomato tonight, but maybe. Okay, so that seems like that also. This size choppy, let me see, let me just take this out. Let me get something to put this on, just so we can look at these here in a minute. Give me just a second. I didn't plan on wanting to be able to look at these things side by side. So here's the big choppy. Okay, so I'm gonna put these in one of these Tausi bowls. Cute. So I'm thinking tomorrow I'm gonna be having, I don't know, French fries, air fryer French fries. Okay, so there's the big one. Okay, then I'm gonna put this back on top, and I'm gonna take, this is the small one. Sorry, this is the small one. I am going to, hello Sylvia. Oh, Sylvia's out of town at a softball tournament. Good luck. Good luck, hope you win. Okay, so little tabs. We're gonna stick them in here at the little tabs, and I will say you have to put, so I just discovered, I did it accidentally the first time, you have to put this down and use this, keep this little ridge, this little rim up, okay? Well, Sarah, okay, longer, yeah, because you need a bigger potato. My potatoes are, so Sarah said she likes her potatoes longer. Sarah, since this was an experiment, I bought these little tiny potatoes. Okay, I wasn't gonna waste some huge potatoes. I think I paid like $2.49 for this whole bag of small potatoes at Aldi. So yeah, so that's why they're small. Okay, so this one, wait, let me see if I've got a bigger one, because that's an awfully big, that is an awfully big slice through. Okay, here's a big one, a decent sized one. Okay, so just make sure you take your fingers out. And Carol Lou says she puts the items to cut on their side, not standing up. I think if it was a bigger potato, I would do that, but since these are so small, I'm only standing them up just so I can get them long, okay? Okay, so here, cute. So here's the fatter one. So here's what the smaller one looked like. Here's what the bigger one looks like. Okay, so I'm gonna put those over there. Cute, cute, cute. Okay, so that's it for the choppy ones. So what are, for those of you who have these, what are some other things that you chop in these? I'm thinking this one, this smaller one, I'm thinking this would be really good for eggs. Like when I want to make egg salad or just dice, you know, some eggs to put on something. Probably would have been good for the zucchini and the squash when it was coming in. Okay, now for the part that I'm worried about. Ooh, Debbie likes it for onions. That's a great idea. Okay, this is the part that I'm a little bit concerned about when it said it was safe to use. And me remembering my, you know, my finger. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 other attachments that seem to go here in the top. Plus this little thing. What is this for? Somebody please tell me what this is for. Is this for cleaning out this? That? Okay. I don't know what that's for. We'll find out. They did seem to include a safety gadget with little things to hold it with. But I also have one of the gloves that I was supposed to have been wearing when I used the killer, sorry, I'm looking at this and trying to talk to you all at the same time. When I was trying to use the killer mandolin. So this first one popped right in. There's a little groove right here to help pop it out. But there are those little tab things again. There are little holes right here. So slide that in, click it down. This one, we decided was for like garlic or something soft like that. So I don't think this is going to be for a potato, but I'm willing to try it anyway. So if this is for a potato, I tell you what, even though that's just plastic, just because I don't want to injure myself, you know, live, it's doing something. So Lily and I were thinking that it would be good for garlic, but whatever it's doing, I know, Debbie. Okay, so if you wanted some absolutely shredded potatoes, then maybe you could use that. I'm going to say that's not a good use of that because I just barely got any shredded potatoes. So I think Lily is correct. I think, ooh, a zester. Ooh, Lynn, could you use that like for lime or lemon zest? So Lynn says she thinks this is a zester. I think you are correct. This did not work well for a potato, but that would be great for lemon or, oh yeah, okay, so Debbie says garlic, turmeric, I never can say that right, turmeric root, or a lemon or lime zester. Okay, awesome, yeah, I think you all are all over it on that. I think that would be great for that. Okay, then out of here, let's just see which one pops out next. Ooh, Vicky said a cheese grater? Maybe, so maybe we'll try cheese another day. Okay, this looks like it's a little crinkle cut thing. So again, that popped in really easily. So I'm going to take the same potato and I have on my safety glove, or you can use this. So if I had a bigger potato, I don't think I can get a hold of that maybe. Oh, I can. Is this actually doing anything? Ooh, it did. Okay, but since this is not a big potato, I got to the little safety thing before I got done with the potato. So let me just take a few more little swipes off of there. Let me get another one. And let's see how this turns out. Okay, that seems pretty sharp. That seems pretty sharp. Let's see what this turned out. Oh, look. Oh my goodness. Look, it made crinkle cuts. So if I had put regularly sliced potatoes in there, oh my goodness. Okay, so for like crinkle cut fries, or you could do this with zucchini or squash, or some, I know, I do need a zucchini. I know, where are all the zucchini that I had like 2 weeks ago? Okay, awesome, yeah, so this one is for crinkle cut. Okay, I'm gonna say that one works well. Let's get those out of there, and let's speed it up a little bit because we have like 9 minutes left. Okay, let's see what the next one is. So let's pop this out. Okay, so that was a crinkle cut one. This one looks like some kind of a little julienne thing. Yes, waffle fries. Ooh yeah, sweet potato waffle fries. That would be awesome. Okay. So let's use this and see what we can get. Yeah, these may not be big enough. So the potatoes that I have may not be big enough to use the actual safety device. So I'm just going to get another potato. So I'm going to suggest not doing these wee baby potatoes, but do some that are an actual, you know, usable size. But again, this was just for testing to see what would happen. So this one is, let's see what it's doing. Teeny tiny French fries. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I am very easily amused, in case you all have not noticed that. Okay, with a regularly sized potato, that would work so well. Okay, let's see what the next one does. Okay, so that's one of them. This one, this next one, and we only have 2 more. This next one is the dreaded mandolin blade that did cut off part of my finger last year. That's been an entire year ago, if y'all can believe that. So I do have on the safety glove. I think I'm going to go ahead and try the little safety thing. It seems pretty sharp. I think this is not that expensive. I cannot remember, when I looked it up online, I want to say it was like $19, $20, something like that. Okay, let's see how these turned out. So this one, I believe, is just that straight mandolin, and it is. So here we have some super thin, just regular regular potato slices. And let's get this last one out here. We only have just a few minutes left. Okay. And Lily was the one that suggested that I use a spoon to pop these back out so that I don't accidentally cut my finger off trying to get them back out. She's a smart girl. She's only 17, but she is a smart cookie. Okay, this one looks like it's going to be an even smaller julienne fry, but let's see, and let's start with the safety thing. And again, if these were bigger vegetables, yeah. So I'm thinking I'm going to have potatoes, what is this, not 8 different ways, but 6 different ways in the air fryer tomorrow. Let's see. Okay, a couple more swipes, and then let's see how this one turned out. They're so tiny. Look how tiny. These little teeny tiny. Those are like hash browns. So I'm going to say this tiniest one is for hash brown potatoes, you know, or whatever kind of a vegetable. Exactly, Melissa. Yeah, whatever kind of a vegetable that you're trying to do, that's what that one is for. Okay, so whoever sent this, again, thank you. I appreciate it. This has been fun. I have loved testing this. So the cleaning ladies are coming tomorrow, and they're going to be like, oh great, somebody sent her another toy with 800 parts that we're going to have to clean. You're welcome, Rhonda. You're going to have 800 different parts to clean. So I'm gonna try whipping this up tomorrow in the air fryer. Yes, Melissa, that would be a great idea to add them to a salad. Excuse me, so fun. Look at the little ridges it made. So we have all the different little patterns that it made in the potatoes. Super, super fun. Okay, I'm liking this thing, so whoever sent it, thank you very much. This is fun. I think this is going to be fun to try out and use, and now I wish I had some more zucchini. Okay, if you are watching this on YouTube, please go ahead and let that next video roll over, because I promise it will be something just as fun as this. Yeah, and go ahead and click that little bell so that you'll know when it is time for our next video, when our next video comes out. The rest of you have a fantastic week. Thank you all so much for being here. Yeah, this is going to be a whole lot of fun. I'm going to have trouble working tomorrow because I'm just going to want to play with this and all the potatoes that I have left. But you all have a fantastic week. Thanks again for letting me play, and I'll see y'all next time. Good night.